That's what's going on out here this morning. We're having this Arctic blast coming, and it's sleeting. It's very cold, and it's only gonna get colder. They've mentioned that there will be a couple of temperatures. Actually, not couples. About 170 records will be broken in the next couple of days because of this Arctic blast. But as you can see, it's definitely sleeting and everything's freezing over. And you can see that it just looks like it's blowing in. So yeah, so that's what's happening out here. So these times we're going to actually start seasoning this pan here. I usually use this olive oil. It's kind of changed the design on it. Oh, can't get a focus, but it's a little better there. That's this olive oil. I usually get them at Aldi. Then in the meantime, we have some corned beef cooking under here with these vegetables and stuff. So trying to one-hand this. Get this off first. Let's see. Not easy to one-hand that, but some olive oil. Add it into this pan. I usually don't use this pan as much. It tends to stick a bit. But usually if you season it up in heat and let the oil warm up, and look at these two already there. I just cleaned this not long ago and already baking stuff and all stuff. It just it goes downhill fast, so I gotta be on that and clean it before it gets any worse than that. Let me add a little bit of I have to get on it and wipe it down, clean it up. There's chocolate chips and brownies and things being made. We're always baking out here. So, but then right here in the backyard, this is how it looks in the backyard. So it's freezing. I mean, like the cold hits you and you get to freezing right away. And finally that celery is succumbing. But I mean, it's freezing. But you can hear it's more of a sleet kind of. You know, it's like not snow yet. It's the kind that you throw hot water out and it freezes. We'll have to try that. Just get some hot water or boiling water and you throw it in the air and it falls like this. But you can see how thin it is because it's just blowing right off the roof. So it's slightly windy. Usually when it snows, rarely is it windy. And the leaves definitely are gonna come down after this one. Most of these leaves, there's not gonna be anything left by the time this cold blast or cold or whatever they call Arctic blast goes by. But you can imagine 170 records will be broken. So even if 100 or even 70 or even 10, that's, you know, and it started out being cold early and snowing and all this. But yeah, I can see the leaves are accumulating like crazy. For us, usually we don't, you'll be just wasting your time trying to rake them. And the good thing is that they protect the grass. So they protect it from ice and all that. And then they provide good mulch and fertilizer. Because really, if you leave them on the ground by spring, they'll have composted and become part of the grass too. And two, the little that's left, by the time you mow the first time, the mower just shreds them down to just compost, which ends up helping the grass and the organisms around. So we'll see how that's gonna be like as this weather continues. For now, I'm not so sure if I can one-hand this, but I can try. Let me see, I'll just pause it, break them in, and go from there. So, here's the eggs. These, I want to focus, right? I don't know if something's on the lens or what, but it just hasn't been wanting to focus at all. That's for sure what. Sometimes zooming in a little helps, but a little slightly, but it's just now wanting to zoom. That to work, right? Not so sure what. There might be some in the lens. Let me try and clean that well. I'll add some salt and pepper in the meantime and turn it up. I turned it down. I turned it down slightly too. It doesn't splatter all over the place. So I added some black peppercorn. I have this grinder. Grinds it usually way much better when it's fresh. So I added that peppercorn in there. Usually that's all I do, and add some salt. Add some salt to this. Like some salt on my eggs. And usually if I'm making them sunny side up, and depending on how well done or less done, I usually put a lid on them and I'll cover it and slow cook it a bit. So depending on how people like it. But for me, I like mine cooked fast. I have them frying really fast on one end. Flip them. For people that don't like them down in the middle, it'll be cooked both ends very nicely, but the middle will still have the yolk still running. For me, I'm not much of a yolk running kind of person, but every once in a while. But if somebody makes eggs and it's that way, now I want to go, well, I don't eat them like that, so usually, if they are made, eggs really, however they are made, I'm not one to be that picky mostly about eggs. So, let's see here. Stand up a little more here. I cook some. Yeah, usually for me, I like when the edges are crusted. They're like bacon and they're nicely fried. Usually you can tell too by the sputtering the different noise of the man. That was saying that's why I had it turned down, because just the minute I turn it up, so I was trying to splatter. But it does need a little more heat than that. So the good thing, the pen seasoned good, so I don't think we'll get any stickiness. At least on the one end, it's not. Yeah, I'm getting it sticking. So that's usually the challenge sometimes is seasoning the pen, not to stick. I think usually it's best to separate them, so then you make it easier to flip them all. And olive oil cooks very differently too than other oils do. Usually kind of hard to burn stuff with olive oil. Let's see if I can grab it right. I use the spatula. So you can see, now that's what I like when it's got that nice crust to it. Even if you slow cook it, you still get them. Yeah, usually I can do the pan flip too, but it'll be kind of challenging too with this kind of things. But yeah, trying to pan flip it without that much oil and holding a device, that'll be interesting for sure. But as you can see, there isn't too much to this now. Just I'll let it cook more. And I'll flip that one since you can see the yolk kind of got by through. Sometimes the pan's not right in the middle. Sometimes one I go quicker than the other. So but so far, you know, the sound is right. Everything looks good. Now this one's I'll flip them one more time. Yeah, and usually when you make them with olive oil, they just the yolks and the egg whites like still remain. They retain this soft and fluffiness to them. And unlike if I use coconut oil or if I use the other canola oil. So usually I'll use this coconut oil. The coconut oil cooks the best, but then it gives it a slight flavor. Like if I can get the pure version, that's not the virgin, but it's still called pressed, but it doesn't have the aroma and the taste, and it gives it a different flavor to it. But canola is usually good. It's usually good for, but you know, I prefer olive oil. It's a lot better health-wise and all that. But so that's what's for food. Usually for this, I'll usually try to set the pan. I set the pan sitting up with the handle up like that, and I'll move the eggs to the top side, like so. And having that it's still cooking. Well, that's for a little part, but you can see the results there. So I usually will slide them up to the top like that. And while they are cooking with the residual heat, the rest of the oil is draining off of them to the bottom of it. So that's going now. So most likely I might use a bagel with it. Sometimes it's usually like these bagels, and I might toast it and use it to make something with. So you know, but so far that's what's out here, and that's what the weather is, and that's all there is out here, and I'll keep it updated. Thank you and have a blessed week.